Hey there, we're going to get some messages today, so let's get to it. We're going to ask our angels, saints, ancestors, and guides into our space, provide love and divine messages for our highest and greatest good. We're surrounded in divine white light. So it is, and so it will be. All right, we're going to be using the Divination of the Ancients deck, and then we're going to use a tarot deck. So let's see what they have for us today. Crystal healing. Okay, look at, could be called to do some healing work here, either on yourself or for the sake of manifestation, prayer, or even like distance healing. Okay, these are great for numerous reasons. We may or may not get into that. Let's see what we get here. That's for the collective, for their highest and greatest good, please. Thank you. Okay, we have dowsing rods. We have the fire, which is spontaneity. We have dictionary and communication. Okay, so this could be about like, so I'm seeing a book listing the words of a language with translation into another language. So that might resonate for somebody. All right, the need to kind of like understand that there's been a lot that's been translated. Maybe this speaks to the fact that like either you're on the receiving end and needing to kind of put the pieces together, or you're realizing how much has been lost in translation. I have incubation and dreams at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you really do connect with like past realities that you've had, past existences, or you have access to like the Akashic. Maybe you work with the masters here. You could be a master. And I am getting like you've got quite a big, I'm getting like imagination too. And then I have like foresight, which is tea leaves. So you might be someone who can has the gift of transmutation, but I'm also getting like you can see the future. Okay, so you could see like premonitions. You may have made a premonition of maybe coffee grounds or tea leaves or something similar. Like you have the ability to see images and things, so you're clairvoyant. All right, and then I'm getting like you do go to other realms during your dream state. You might receive a lot of messages through your dreams. Okay, so let's see what else we get here. We have the dictionary. And this was like that translation energy that I was getting. Yeah. And how words have meaning and they mean different things in different languages. So they're not always translated, right? In the way that maybe one recognizes. Let's see. It says you're overthinking things. Stop trying to analyze every conversation, every word, every thought. Okay? It is time to shift from the control of the logical and analytical left brain and explore the creative, intuitive right brain, which will help you find clarity, inspiration, and peace of mind. They're like, get out of your head. Get out of your head. This message also serves as a reminder to listen to others, particularly when they're offering help. Be careful not to dismiss advice, for often it comes as answers to your prayers, and sometimes it comes through other messengers. You're like a closed book, okay, and people find it hard to read you. It is time to open up and share your thoughts and feelings, as this will bring greater understanding and deeper meaning to your relationships. So, you know, maybe people can't read your mind. So this is an opportunity for you to open up. All right. I love that. So also this card talks about listening well as important words, be they spoken to you by a friend or a stranger or written down and placed before you in a note or a card. It will point you to your next step. Try to understand someone else's point of view. Meditate to quiet your mind. Speak with confidence. Your life purpose involves writing and public speaking. So that's for some of you. Thank you. Ooh, fire, fire. I'm like burning some incense right now, and every time I do that, I just love the fire. I'm like, I love the elements. I love connecting to the elements. Oof, it's invigorating. All right, so this talks about spontaneity. It talks about not holding back. The fire card tells you to scream and shout and let it all out. This is not the time or the situation to hide what you feel. Say it as it is and speak your truth. You're asked to be standing up and be counted. For too long now, you have rolled over and kept quiet. You may think that this is the proper way to behave, but it has, in fact, been restricting you. Your feelings have been quashed, along with new ventures that have come your way. It is time to release the inner fire and abandon inhibitions that have prevented you from living life to the fullest. Give yourself permission to say yes. The moment you do, a whole new world will open up, and you will be able to step forward in a blaze of glory. Heck yeah! I love that. A situation is calling for you to speak out. Release your fears by doing a fire walk. So connect with the element of fire. Become a fire keeper. You can do this literally by meditating with candles, praying by candlelight, or more figuratively by seeking out and enjoying the things that really make you feel alive. This is about giving yourself permission to enjoy yourself. Seize the day and don't think, just do. Be spontaneous. Oh, I love that. Beautiful message. The dowsing rods. This talks about a seeker, one who seeks, they shall find. Okay. So these dowsing rods have sought you out to announce that your search is almost over. Okay, so this is talking about you have spent a long time looking in the wrong places. Now is the moment to sense through your heart, using the natural elements as your guide. Doing so will point you in the right direction. Walk your path of destiny, aware of the signs in the flow of water beneath your feet, in the depths of the earth. Create no attachments to the paths of others, for they may lead you to far more barren lands. You seek the path, your own path, and they seek theirs. Nature will guide you, so get out in it and seek out the watering holes, the streams, the rivers, and find what you need in their reflections. So it's time for self-reflection here. Seek and you will find. Don't give up. You're almost there. Time to step into your destiny. A lost item could be found. You found the information you've been looking for, or reconciliation and reunion bring great joy. Okay? Then the bottom of the deck energy is about dreams. And this talks about incubation. Look at this. The answers you seek come to you in your dreams, visions, or spirit communications. They are presented through the images and the stories, as well as visitations from deceased loved ones and from your guides. Find solutions to your questions and evolve spiritually by practicing dream incubation. Before you go to sleep, plant a mental intention that you will dream about, and it's a specific topic. Focusing your attention in this way will put you in charge of your dreams. As you're sleeping, consciousness becomes aware that you are dreaming, okay? You are more able to manipulate the imagery and experiences and change outcomes in your reality and travel through the dimensions of the esoteric planes, dreaming your dreams awake. Take time out to rest. Keep a dream journal. Your dreams are significant. Instigate an occurring dream. Buy a dream interpretation book. A loved one is trying to connect with you through your dreams. Okay, so you could be receiving, some spirit communication through your dream state. I want to talk about the tea leaves because it's important. Tea leaf. So this one talks about tea leaves. Okay. And this is about foresight. Okay, so this is talking about time to heal any unresolved issues in your relationships. Investigate your bloodline. You have inherited your psychic gifts from an ancestor. Okay, remember magical tales of yesteryear from your childhood. Always look for the bigger picture. Step into your future with open eyes and relax and have a cuppa. ET might have been really significant for a close loved one of yours. The tea leaves card brings you reminders of the old ways of soothsayers, who, in a time imbued with magic and mystery, could capture a glimpse of the future in shapes that formed in one's cup. 'Tis the gypsy way. Now it is time for you to open your eyes and heart and explore your ancient bloodlines. Okay, whether or not you have a Rumney blood, acknowledge the sacred work of your ancestors who will assist you from the spiritual realm. Using foresight and inner knowing, you will be able to read clearly the messages and shapes of what's to come. Wow. So this could be combined, like you might be receiving messages from your ancestors, your guides, in your dream state, or when you connect through meditation or just quiet time. So it could be what you're receiving, okay, is some sort of foresight, like something playing out, something to come, something to know. All right, so it's like paying attention to the messages that you are receiving. Okay, that is amazing. We're gonna put these over here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get a little tarot on this. What else? Look at this. Judgment and the Magician. All right. Someone might have misused their abilities, okay? A practitioner of some kind. Someone who understands how things are created in this physical reality. And there could be something playing out here. So what's this Magician? 7 of Wands. Okay. 7 of Wands, 10 of Wands. So they're feeling the burden, okay, of what they created. Okay, they're feeling the burden. Someone is heavily burdened by their actions. Okay. What's this? Ooh, boy, right out of the gate. Oh, babe. I feel like that's who's burdened right now. I feel like this is unsuccessful, whatever that is. Let's see what else we get. Who's this? A 2 of Wands. All right. Someone had a choice to make. Ooh, Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I feel like whatever decision this was, it did not go in their favor. Okay, is what I'm getting here. Might have had something to do with a group. Might have had something to do with like celebrating something with others or involving others, listening to others, receiving bad advice from others, okay, on which direction to take. I feel like someone is maybe made a deal with this energy. You know, you might have worked with a group. All right, I have the Justice coming out, so there could be something playing out. 1333 on my timer. This is some sort of like legal issues here, okay? And then we have Justice here. So there's like balance being played out here. Something was done unfair. Someone is hearing both sides to the story. Someone is being seen as a liar. Okay, I have a King of Pentacles here. So this is kind of like, this is who they're talking about. This could be someone who was like on a power trip, a boss, someone who prioritized appearances and money over doing the right thing. I feel like maybe, excuse me, this is somebody who isn't righteous. I feel like they like the appearances of doing the right thing, but they don't actually do the right thing when they're called to do the right thing. I'm getting like cowardly. Look at victory, success, overcoming. Okay, overcoming all that someone sent your way. All these challenges are returning back to sender because this is someone who wanted to win at all costs. Okay, they were heavily influenced here. Okay, they maybe lacked clarity. Maybe you didn't see things in a clear mindset. Maybe there was no clear mindset here. I feel like they partied a lot. All that celebrating with the Three of Cups. We have a Queen of Swords here. Someone very much could have their back to something. Someone could speak the truth about something. Maybe what they're up against. Maybe what they're standing on. Someone could be standing on truth here. Or someone is like, has their hand open to receive in some way. Open to receive something here. It could be information. There could be messages going on about how someone receives their information. Okay, so this could be you, or there's information going on. Hanged Man, Nine of Wands. Three of Pentacles. This is like, this almost gives me a bit of prophecy. Something happening. Someone's speaking on something and it's now happening. Okay, it's actually playing out. So whoever's speaking this truth, whoever's telling the truth, things are playing out in their reality here. There's this like waking up to the truth of something. Maybe what someone got themselves involved in, or maybe they're seeing like what somebody agreed to here. Maybe there's wanting to move away from some sort of group, as well as maybe it could be like a work group. It could be a family dynamic. It could be, you know, going in a different direction here. I feel like someone went in a different direction here, or is going to be going in a different direction. I feel like with the Eight of Wands in reverse, like whatever coordinated effort, I'm getting like that this energy, this devil energy used to manipulate, I'm getting like it may have worked temporarily. Yeah. Eight of Cups. So I'm getting like someone may need to make a sacrifice, or maybe there's evidence of someone wanting to sacrifice someone, or almost like trap someone. Okay, I'm getting like attachments here. I'm getting codependency. I'm getting like karmic cycle and keeping someone bound and stuck, because this energy in the devil is bound and unable to be free. So it's like not liberated. And I'm getting like there's an energy here that has been liberated, right? And so I feel like there was this like attempt to try to keep someone stuck and bound with someone, maybe in some sort of like trauma bond. I'm getting like someone's own trauma is their own. Maybe they tried to keep you at their same level. There might have been a commitment. There might have been a family dynamic at one point. There might have been like remembering that it was fulfilling, and maybe they're wanting to go in a different direction from where they currently are. Okay, maybe they're being put in some sort of difficult situation when it comes to this Three of Cups. This could represent family, work. It's not peaceful. It's a party. I'm getting like party central, party energy, doing things for the sake of money or appearance's sake. Maybe someone promised somebody something and that's why they left. Okay, they left a happy home, a happy relationship, and went towards something that allowed them to have more freedom, more ability to share themselves in whatever way that is. I feel like there was an investment made, or someone made a promise for someone's gain, right? Someone thought that, oh, if I invest all this time and energy, I'm going to benefit from this. I feel like maybe someone promised something and they're not able to deliver. Okay? I feel like it has something to do with this group or third party. Maybe they were told if they worked together and they did what they did, that they would have some sort of like increase or material gain here. I feel like that's not the case. They may have just, you know, lost something really important to them. I'm getting like they're trying to recover, or recovery, healing, maybe going within for guidance instead of listening to their bad advice. I feel like maybe there's a bit of like betrayal here. Excuse me. I have, yeah, the Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like whatever they created, it's kind of like gotten them trapped. I feel like they did a lot with this, like, this is like masculine energy, but in a low vibration, right? Something that like maybe they're feeling restricted at this time, or they're feeling like sickly at this time, or they're feeling like this may have got them stuck in some sort of situation that they don't know how to get out of. I'm also getting that. So it's interesting that we have like higher self guidance over here regarding like the dictionary, which is like communication and the spontaneity and the seeker energy and the dreams. So I find this all interesting, that, and then we're picking up on the karmic energy here. So this could be you. This could be your journey so far. You could be one of the energies I'm picking up on this reading, or this is someone that you are closing a karmic contract with, right? Look at, yeah, closing a karmic contract with. So we're picking up on that energy. Okay, there's that 10 of Cups. Yeah, they remember. They remember just fine. Okay, they took it for granted is what it is. Okay, they took your energy, your connection for granted. They find themselves maybe in an energy of being alone, in isolation, having to reflect, maybe even focus on some healing. All right, I do have the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. I feel like this energy, okay, this is our collective energy here that, you know, karmic contract wise, that we're working through. I feel like, yeah, this is that wandering soul. This is that like dark night of the soul energy, being rejected and abandoned. Okay, feeling like they're not enough, feeling closed in, feeling oppressed, suppressed, maybe even depressed. Okay, so there's a lot of energy there. This is very like fear-based and operating from a place of fear, wanting to afflict pain on others as a result of that insecurity and pain and abandonment. I'm getting that like the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, like these are some pretty happy-go-lucky cards over here, right? I feel like you saw this as a way of liberation and freedom. I feel like you're open to new possibilities here, and I'm getting like your wishes and dreams are coming true. And I feel like that makes this energy absolutely miserable in their situation, because I feel like they did the most, okay, to make sure that you weren't happy or having your hopes and dreams come true. I feel like this is a bit of like, be careful what you wish for, you might just get it, right? Words matter, right? We were picking that up on this card. Words matter. Your intentions matter, right? There might have been like ritual work that was done here. Fire energy, all right? They may have been like trying to seek something and now they found it, okay? Whatever they were seeking, whatever they wanted, I feel like it's come full circle for them, okay? Something about that. Yeah, it's like someone feels very stuck and miserable in a situation, okay? Having to deal with lots of like conflicts, and then someone else is having a completely different experience. Like on the other side of what you've been through with this energy is peace, happiness, emotional fulfillment, and your wishes and dreams coming true. Okay? So maybe you're the example being set for this person and this group here, that there is hope on the other side of this suffering. All right? This could be representing like an awakening here, or coming into some sort of truth. Okay, with the Queen of Swords here, maybe whatever energy was sent out, whatever action was taken is now being seen clearly for what it was. Okay, and it was the devil energy. Okay, someone had a free will choice to make with the Two of Wands. I feel like they're regretting the choice made, and they could be dealing with issues as a result of it, like legal issues, complications, okay, when it comes to maybe where they're at in their life. I feel like this energy really wanted to be someone that people looked up to, or people who envied or thought was great, and so they held up this whole like facade. I'm getting like the mask has fallen. And this is some like Knight of Swords in the reverse is very conniving, abusive, defensive, deflective. I'm getting like Darvo. So I'm thinking like a bit of narcissistic characteristics are here. Maybe someone's mask is falling off. I feel like someone has to be responsible for the direction that they took. Okay. I feel like there was action taken, okay, in this direction to follow their free will choice. I feel like there was many attempts here to try to win at all costs, okay? It could feel a bit like in this victim energy here, feeling like, you know, why is this happening to me? What did I do? I didn't do anything. Like, they're not willing to look within. Okay, so there could be something that happens right in their life. So that is the catalyst, that they are going to go within. They are going to realize what the suffering actually is, because they're going to experience it for themselves here. I feel like they're going to experience what they wished upon you because of this Nine of Cups. All right. Yeah. This could literally affect like their generational line going forward. And I feel like this is a bit of like racking up karmic debt and needing to learn karmic lessons here. Right? They may not have the clarity that they once had. They may not have the control that they once had. They may feel restricted now. This could have something to do with like feeling like they're in spiritual jail or physical jail. There's something phallic here, okay, coming up for this energy. So I feel like there might have been something done. They might have been trying to hide something that they might have been doing in the dark here, with the devil being the first card. I feel like they may have gotten caught and doing something nefarious, but they made the free will choice to participate and continue over and over again. It very much could be leading them to some sort of illness. Okay. Yeah, that's too bad. You don't wish that upon anybody, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like they were playing with fire here. All right, I feel like they were entertaining many, and maybe this is what they're obsessed with. This is what they were feeding. They're feeding their addictions. They're feeding their shadow, their ego here. And they may have been, you know, pretending to be something that they're not. Again, they could have like pretended to be someone online, and, you know, they're kind of like pulling heartstrings and tricks and entertaining options here. And it may have gotten them in a, you know, unhealthy situation here. This could be emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually here. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Spirit, for the message. We appreciate it. And any last thoughts? No, we're going to close out the reading. Okay, thank you. All right, you guys, I'll see you on the next reading. You know, we keep it moving. Here's what you don't know is going on behind the scenes. All right, guys, take care now. I'll see you on the next reading. Bye now. You hear that rattle? Dude, the snake's being like exposed here, okay? I'll see you guys soon. Bye.